everybody. My name is Joel. Today we're going to learn about if statements in C++. So if statements occur in different situations. So we're going to see them now in C++. So let's say maybe I wanted to write a program for checking if you are a male or not. So first I boolean, because if it's true then it will print you are a male, and if it's false it has to print you are not a male. So I write is male. I can keep an underscore like gap, but the reason why just no key gaps and give this a value. Give this to, let's set this to true because I am a male, of course. Now normally if you the cout to print the variable name is gonna show you an error. It's gonna either show you 0 or 1. It's 0 or 1. It's because transistors see true or false quotients as 0 means false and 1 means true. So we will use if statement, so it will print out. I just write if, in braces I write the variable's name. It's our variable name is Ismail. Now what happens if I do and curly braces and write cout and double less than angle brackets in double quotes. I'll write you are a male and semicolon. Now if I go run my program, it prints you are a male. But what if I set this to false? Then if I go run it, it prints nothing on the output. It's because I don't have an if statement that says go print out this. So here we are using an operator called as else. It's saying if this is not possible, use else use this, like that. And I don't need to keep the variable name. It's because when we are using else at the last, then if it either contains else if or if, I can only keep the variable name. So since it's a normal else, I'm only gonna keep directly the curly braces. I'm gonna write cout double less than angle brackets and I'm gonna write in the double quotes. I'm gonna write you are not a male. So in semicolon. Now if I go run it, it prints you are not a male. And if I set this to true, it prints you are a male. Now let's try to get, now what if normally I said you have to keep this. Now what happens if I take off it? Let's say what will happen. It's gonna give me an error. There we go. It printing me this whole error. It's because the if statement which I made is not assigned to any variable. So that's why we need to remember to keep in braces the variable name. Remember that. So let's say maybe I want to build even more bigger project. So I want to write, maybe I want to check not only male but also I want to check if that he is tall, he or she is tall. So I write bool is tall, and set this to first true and semicolon. Now here I'm going to write you are a tall male. Here I'm going to keep I want to introduce you to one more. It's the else if. I said before that in the else if we can have to keep the variable name. So I want to keep the variable name here. That's Ismail. And now when I want to keep the second variable name, I should not use another brace. I need to use the AND operator. This operator is telling that, oh, not one, there's one more, like that. And is tall. And don't forget to keep here also. And is tall. Now here I'm going to write you if is tall is set to be false, then I will write you are a short male. Here now I'm going to use one more else if, and the variable name of course I will write the word is male and is tall. And he down here close curly brace. Now in this I want to write you are tall but not male. And in C out I write that all. Semicolon. Next, the last I write the normal else, and for else I don't write the variable's name, just normally curly brace, and I will write C out double less than angle brackets double quotes. I am going to write you are you are not tall or and male. So when I'm using this all, I needed to keep an exclamatory mark. This exclamatory mark proves that if it's false, we need to keep like a not. For example, since here short male and it's the opposite of is tall, I will write here an exclamatory mark. And here it says you are tall but not male. So here a normal exclamatory mark, and I don't need to keep here because here both are true, and last also no need because both are false. So now let's test everything one by one. Let's set this to true, again. Let's run it. And if I go run it, it's going to show me an error. It's because I didn't kept a semicolon, because it's complex. And also remember, you need to also keep the semicolon, or it's going to show you also an error. So let's go run it again. You are a tall male. So let's say maybe forget it's tall to false. Let's run it. You are a short male. Now maybe if I set this to true and set is male to false. It's gonna print you are tall but not male. And let's finally set both of them to false. You are, one sec, I'll take off this. You are not tall and male. So how it is actually going and searching for what? So firstly, when I set both of them through true, it's checking depending on the sentence, which means if both of them are true, it's saying you are a tall male. When I set this to false, it's checking which is tall, it has the exclamatory mark. The exclamatory mark proves that that's not like true, that's like false. And it's printing out the second line. Next, thirdly, it's check if I set this to true and this to false, it's checking which Ismail has the exclamatory mark. And lastly, when both are false, it's checking the which sentence is left and which sentence is left, and then printing out that sentence. So that's if statements in C++. Hope you found the video helpful and useful. Bye bye. Take care.